saving money, couponing, wherever you want to go. It's always fun to see where our questions take us, if anything, some weeks. And I always try to come with a topic. So this week we are going to discuss saving money on babies and big kids. I get a lot of questions. How do we save on diapers? From the very little to even saving on clothes, and we can go back to school. We can talk whatever you want to talk tonight. So I am fine with questions that are off topic. If you have a question, just leave it in the comments, and either I will see it or my husband will see it, and between the two of us, hopefully we will get you an answer. So it's always fun, and we'll just dive right in. To get started on how to save with babies, I feel like diapers are the big ones, so I just wanted to go straight to diapers, and then I thought we would talk about the bigger ticket items and the sales that we see. And in general with diapers, there's a few rules, and I guess really some of this applies to everything that we're buying in the grocery store, so maybe you aren't in baby mode, but this still, in a sense, applies to you too. So for me, I had twins to start out with. And I felt like if somebody would just back a semi-truck of diapers to our garage, that we would have finally found the deal. We went through a pack of diapers a day with twins. So you get the idea of how much I thought we needed. So most mamas think that this is the way to go. They're looking for that case of diapers. They're looking for the deals on the really big boxes. And honestly, guys, these aren't usually the deals. Most of the deals that we get, and this is why I say this applies to other things, not just diapers, but most of the deals that we're going to get, the best deal is actually on the smallest package. It's not on the case. It's not on the massive roll of paper towels. It's on the smaller rolls, the smaller packs of paper towels, the jumbo size diapers, which I love because it's the smallest size, but we got to play with words like that. Not always on the box. Now, this one is from a stash that I have for a baby shower, and it was a great deal, but it's a rare deal that we find them on the cases. It's usually the smaller packs. The reason for that, these cases, many times they go on sale maybe $1 or $2. The jumbo packs go on sale $2. The percentage, though, of that, of the overall price, it's massive. If we're getting the same $2 discount, the percentage of that on the jumbo pack, it's a much larger discount, just to kind of give you that in math. And then your coupon is usually good on any size package. So if I can go in and get 2 or 3 jumbo packs, use a coupon on each one of them, I'm going to have a better deal than grabbing one case, which, by the way, is really equal to about 3 of the jumbo packs. So in the end, to give you this math-wise, one of these cases from Target would run you, and this one is actually from Publix, but even in Publix, this is going to run you regular price, like $25 for a case of diapers. That would be like getting those jumbo packs in the $8 range, but you're not going to hit that. You're going to get those jumbo packs in the drugstore. I just saw Mandy comment that finding CVS diapers has been life-changing. You're going to get jumbo packs in the drugstore as cheap as like $2.50, $3. So that would be like paying $9 for this case, just to put it into perspective. So to take that outside of diaper mode, though, for a minute, think about that in terms of paper towels and toilet paper and other items. It's the smaller size package. Laundry detergent, it's not the 150-ounce bottle. It's the 50-ounce bottle, and using a coupon on that little 50-ounce bottle, still pretty big 50-ounce bottle, but you get the idea. So just so we're hitting that one from the start, we really do want the smaller size package. And I know if you're a mama of twins that you do not want that small package, but you do in terms of savings. So just so we hit that from the start, and you can apply it for everyone that's not in diaper mode. One other thing, as Mandy's mentioning, CVS and CVS diaper deals have been life-changing, and she says it's hard that I just learned this on our last child. I can imagine. You can't look back, Mandy. You just got to look to the future. You've learned it for grandchildren. How about that? So speaking of CVS diaper deals in particular, one of the things that I wanted to point out with the drugstore deals is how to work them a little bit better. And I thought this might apply to everybody too. So there are deals in the drugstores that are moneymakers. So here's a heads up, guys. I went in and I did a CVS video. I've had a lot of folks sending me messages, which is very encouraging, saying, we missed your CVS videos. So I went and did it. It's taken me a little bit longer to get back up to steam than I thought it would after having all of the fun issues that we've had. But this week, there's a moneymaker on these guys. So you want to go in, you want to get 6 of this, 6 Healthy Clean Oral-B toothbrushes. They're on sale, buy one, get one 50% off, and they're $1.99 regular price. So you're going to buy 6 of them. It's going to cost you like $8.60. You're going to get back $12 in rewards. You just made $3.40 to buy 6 toothbrushes. So it's deals like this, which I hope you use a toothbrush, but maybe if this isn't your favorite toothbrush and you're super picky with toothbrushes, then donate them. You just made $3.50 to buy toothbrushes. It's deals like this that you're going in and you're grabbing and you're stocking up on as you see them come through that are then helping you to pay for diapers or for the other items that you need. So if you haven't figured out the drugstores, we've done a whole Q&As on Drugstore 101, and you can watch those, and we'll probably do one again soon. But just to give you the idea, so when we talk about, how do we get these deals in CVS, or why would I go to CVS for diapers? If I can go in this week and buy 3 packs of Pampers diapers, they're $9.99 a piece. When you buy those 3 packs, you're going to get a $10 reward, and you can still use coupons on them. Well, if I can pay with the $12 reward from the toothbrushes, that's making it even cheaper. And I know if you're brand new that this is just mind-boggling, so start small. But seriously, check this one out. So buy 6 of them, pay $8.60, get back a $12 reward. It's worth checking out. And then you could turn around and use that reward to buy diapers, to buy toilet paper, whatever you need if you're not in diaper mode, but you get the idea. Jen saying, talking about CVS Rewards, how do you redeem them and do they expire? So Jen, yes, they do. How you're going to redeem them, it depends kind of on how you have them saved. So CVS Extra Care Box can either print on your receipt or they can load to your CVS app. And I will pull this up and show you what I mean by that. Or I will think that I am. Hold on, I thought I had my phone all set up, but it wasn't being friendly just a second ago. Let's see if I can get it to where you guys can see it. So with the CVS app, you can go and be paperless. So I have them all sent straight to my app. These are actually all my Extra Care Bucks that I earned tonight, and with that, it's even easier to redeem them, so that might be the route that you want to go. Let's see. Come on, buddy. I think he's just not going to be happy. Let's switch cords, guys. Sorry. This is just the fun of it sometimes. So, sorry. I'm losing my train of thought on you, Jen. To redeem your rewards, if they're on paper, you're just going to tear them off and hand them the piece of paper that just printed on your receipt. So maybe you just earned them and then you're going to buy another item. It's just basically a coupon for you, and you're good to go. You've earned them. You can turn around and use them however you want and treat them like currency. So I'm going to give them all of my other coupons, and then I'm going to use my Extra Care Bucks. Now the computer will automatically apply the Extra Care Bucks at the end, but you might see it void some things out and then put them back on because the CVS computer system, I don't know, they made it super complicated because they just thought that would be fun. I don't know why. Here we go. Okay, so now we're good to go. So this is, not the right button. Let's see. There's what we want. This is my CBS app. If you are looking at my, if you're looking at my phone right now. So these are all my Extra Care Bucks that I just earned today. None of them have been sent to my card. So if you go paperless, you do have to sit here and click the plus sign and send them to your card. That is very important because you should have noticed, or if you zoom in right here, the expiration date changes. Like these say that it's going to expire in a week, but as soon as I save them, they expire in 30 days. So you have to save them to your card. But once they're saved to my card, Jen, if I go paperless, I don't have to do anything. At the end, she's going to say, hey, you have $25 in extra care bucks once I get them all saved here. And do you want to use them on your next purchase? Then I can do that. All I have to do is just sit here and load them all, and they are set for me to use the next time I'm in the store. So it's super, super easy to turn around and redeem your extra care bucks without any issues, hopefully. Okay, to jump back, oh, and Liz is saying off topic, but I don't understand Ibotta. So kind of in the same realm, Liz. Ibotta, Saving Star, there's a deal this week at CVS that's using Saving Star. So all of those mobile apps, we've talked about them a lot on Q&As, so you may want to jump back and just watch a whole Q&A on mobile apps, but I can try to explain quickly. The gist with Ibotta, you're going to go in, you're going to buy participating items that have a reward, and then I am going to either have a store that is linked, so Publix is linked, Buy Low for me is linked, meaning that I just bought the item and Publix is going to tell them because I used my phone number when I checked out. But as long as I've unlocked these offers and I've watched whatever the commercial is, there we go, this is what it usually does when I'm on my phone. Wasn't that a great commercial? Y'all didn't have to watch it. I didn't have to watch it, but here in a second it's going to unlock. And now that is saved for me to redeem. If I wanted to go in and get any hot dogs, I could. So you need to unlock them. Bone Memon Intense, I've actually already redeemed this one, so it's great that it's back in my account. If you've not tried this, by the way, there is a printable coupon on this, and it's BOGO at Buy Low and Winn-Dixie stores through tomorrow night, so you should try it because it makes them like 39 cents in Buy Low and Winn-Dixie. It's some pretty good jam or jelly or whatever it is, and I don't even like jam or jelly, so yeah, it's back in my account, so I know you still have it in yours because I've already redeemed it. So you get the idea. I've unlocked them. I go to the store. I buy that Bone Maman, or however we're going to say it. Bonnie, I don't know, it's French. We're going to buy it, and we're going to use coupons in the store. Buy Low is going to tell Ibotta that I bought it, and I'm going to get back $2 because I'm going to buy two using the coupons that we have. So I'm going to buy two. I'm going to get $2 back in my Ibotta account. When you have $20 saved up, you can get it out in a PayPal deposit or a Venmo deposit or gift cards. So you get to pick there however you want to cash out. And to do that, you just click on account down at the bottom, and it's going to pull it up and it's going to let you cash it out. So you're going to be good to go. Okay. To jump back to some other questions here, Nadine saying, I'm down to $10 in extra care bucks. Any tips on how to build them up again? So since we're still in CVS mode, yeah, Nadine, first off, buy toothbrushes this week for sure. And then it's sticking with other ones. So for me, I had 2 money makers today that leaving the store, I made $6 between toothbrushes and toothpaste. So Crest toothpaste is on sale for $3. You get back a $2 reward. We've got coupons here that just make it free, but keeping up with your CVS account. So I had a CVS store coupon, and obviously if I pull this up again, you won't see it. I used it today, but for $3 off any $6 in Crest toothpaste. Well, I bought 2 of them. That was $6. I used 2 $1 coupons and the $3 store coupon. That's $5 in coupons. I'm going to pay $1, and then I got back $3 more in rewards. Got back $4 total in rewards. So this was a $3 moneymaker. I'm not really even a huge Crest fan. This was a $3.50 moneymaker. It's kind of finding those little items, and it's really keeping an eye on your store coupons. Loading up on store coupons, saving the ones on Saturday so that they're good the next week. All of those things are going to be the ways to go to have the store coupons are really what's going to be making those deals even better. Okay, let's jump back a little bit. I love that the questions and I know the deals that I'm sharing probably add to the questions, but I want to try to keep us a little bit on topic too. And Jessica, you're asking, how do I get started on couponing? A lot of it is confusing, Jessica. What I would encourage you, and I'll try to stick a link in here in a minute, we actually have a full just couponing workshop that I did just maybe a month ago online, and you can watch that. It's on YouTube. We did it in our grocery group, so you can also join our Facebook grocery deals group, and you would see it there as well. But watching that is probably the best way to get you just zoned in and started versus jumping around and me asking questions and you getting bits and pieces here. So I would encourage you to do that, and I'll try to stick the link in a little bit. You probably noticed I'm not very good at talking and sticking in links and trying to do other things on the computer. And then Heidi says, I live in an area where we don't have many coupon inserts in our Sunday paper. Do I recommend purchasing weekly coupon inserts or individual coupons? So Heidi, I purchase the inserts. I am not one, I don't like them pre-cut because that's not how I organize my coupons. I keep them whole, I keep them in files, and I just cut them when they show up on my shopping list. So if I ordered them pre-cut, then I gotta keep up with them and I gotta put them in a binder or do something else with them. And that would not make me happy. So it's really up to you and how you're choosing to organize, but I would push you towards whole inserts instead of pre-cut coupons. And then Paige, yes, Paige is asking, can you unlink a store in Ibotta? You can unlink a store, and we learned how to do this with you, with everybody on the Q&A a few weeks ago. So what we did, I'm trying to remember the steps. If you go to, okay, I'm going to show my phone here. So all I did was go in Ibotta, and then I clicked on my account, and I clicked on settings. So go to my account, which is down in the bottom corner, click on settings, and then from here, you want to come and click right there on connected accounts. And I'm not going to click on it because it's going to show you all my logins for various accounts, and I mean, I love you guys, but I don't know everybody. So connected accounts, click there and you'll be able to disconnect any account that you want. So I know there are folks that are a little frustrated with Publix. I will say, guys, this past week, first time ever, I went to Publix and got an email that I had savings, which they've not been doing at all. And I got it within probably 30 hours of the purchase. I won't say it was dead on 24, but it was definitely before that 48-hour window. So I think they're trying. I have never gotten an email alert from a Publix purchase before. So there's hope before you unlink, but if you want to give up on it and you want to unlink, you can do that. So let's see, to jump back in, sorry guys, trying to pull this up so I don't miss questions. When does Ibotta start and end for the week, and do things change? So Ibotta, the deals that are there, we see new ones coming in all the time. It's not necessarily on a particular day or a set time. My mom's the one that keeps tabs on it, and she would probably say that we see a ton of them on the weekends, like a lot of new ones on Saturdays and Sundays, and then we see another big batch, usually Wednesday, Thursday, kind of following the sales cycles, if you think about it, in the grocery stores and Target. So those would be the days to keep eye on them. With Ibotta offers, some of them could be there for months, and some of them could be there for 3 days. It's really hard to know, and you unlocking them does not save them, by the way. So you can keep tabs on it, but if it's a deal that you want to redeem, you need to go to the store and redeem it. You don't want to just sit on it because it may or may not stay for very long. Okay, let's jump back into saving mode. So hitting diapers kind of got us segued into CVS, but I will tell you, most of the diaper deals that we purchase or used to purchase, it's actually kind of fun to not be in diaper mode anymore, but most of the diaper deals that we ever purchased were always in the drugstores. So if you are not in the drugstores and you're expecting, or you know someone who's expecting, please, I urge you to try your hand at CVS or Walgreens. There are some deals around town though, so I don't want to just say those are the only deals. So some other deals to look for if you're in diaper mode. Target will run a big $15 off $75, and I actually pulled some pictures so that I could show you guys what I meant by this. But Target's going to run like $15 off of a $75 purchase, or we'll see them go as high as $30 off of a $100. They only run that guy twice a year though. So 15 off 75. So what this means is you buy $75 worth of diapers, you're going to get a $15 gift card at checkout. but that $75 purchase is before coupons. So if you've got, $3 off Pamper coupons, if you've got Ibottas, all of those things, that factors in after the $75 has been met. So this can make for a great deal. So watching the Target deals, I'm not 100% on Target deals because still, if you're not hitting the price point that you're aiming for, then you really don't have it kind of, the goal is to hit a certain price. So I'm going to share a link for you, and I was trying to find it right as we went live, and I realized I was running late. So try to see how quickly I can come up with the link for you. Here we go. So this is a post that we did a while back, but the numbers still hold. Nothing big has changed. So if you are looking at it and you're like, oh, you wrote that in 2015, it can't possibly be good. No, it's still very on point for diaper deals. And I'll stick the link in for this article, basically, if you want to go there, blog post. But in it, I've given you a size guideline, and that is what I am aiming for when I am heading in and grabbing diapers or anytime we've been in diaper mode. So if I found a deal and I could beat that price per diaper, which many times we could beat that price per diaper, then I'm happy. But if I don't, it's a no-go. This isn't a deal that we want to grab. So that's really where you want to be. You want to have that buy price in the back of your mind per diaper. Because comparing even cases, again, I mentioned this was a case from Publix, but if I go into Target, their case has a different amount in it. You're not comparing apples to apples by any means. So you have to look at it at a per diaper point. I've even had people ask me that in terms of toilet paper and paper towels, like what's your price per sheet? And I am not that good. So I compare my paper towels or my toilet paper, for example, to double rolls, but I don't go down to a per sheet basis there. That's a lot of sheets to sit there and do some math on. But diapers, we're not talking about, thousands and thousands of sheets in one package of diapers. So it is a little easier for you to get it down and to do, get your phone out and do some quick math on that price per diaper. So that you know that you really are getting the best price possible for them and then stocking up. So I promise I'm going to move on from diapers, but one more thing on that is really the minute that you figure out that you're pregnant or someone tells you that they're pregnant, you need to be harping on them to stock up. So that post that I just showed you, if you scroll down, I actually went through exactly how many, and I'm a math person, guys, but I'll show you as well, just down towards the bottom, exactly how many diapers you need in each size to get you through. So if you really were trying to stock up a ton, you are going to need 840 size 1s, 560 size 2s. Obviously, if you have more than one kid, you know whether your kids get huge overnight or whether they stay little. We had kids that stayed little a lot longer. So you can plan accordingly. But one other big tip on diapers as well, if you stock up on too many of a smaller size, they can always be returned. The easiest place to return them, honestly, is Walmart, even if they weren't purchased there or they were given to you as a gift. I've had so many people tell me that. I can't say that I have ever done that, but just to, say that that's what folks will say. But if you purchase them, just take them wherever you purchase them and say, hey, I stocked up on these. I need size 4s. I don't need size 3s. If they haven't been opened, they are happy to take those back and switch them out for you. So don't panic on stocking up or having too much of them for sure in one particular size. And Just Kate says, we're fostering, so I really can't stock up because I don't know the age. So Kate, great question in a sense, because what I would point you to, if you are not already, is that you use the item search on Southern Savers. So just to kind of show you what I mean, so this is up on the top right-hand side, but if we just put in diapers, it's going to show me every deal on diapers right now in town. Now, I have the item search tailored to my account, and you can do that for yourself. So I have it only doing a few different stores, but if I wanted it to show me every single store, it's going to show me every deal on diapers right now all over town, and then you can make the decision as to where you want to go. You can decide who has the lowest price, and make that wise decision when you know you need them and what size you're going to need, because there are deals out there most weeks. You're not going to be stuck with absolutely nothing to work with. Is it the lowest deal we've seen in the last? Maybe not, but there's definitely a deal that you could get. So use the item search if you are in that boat. If I can't stock up, I'm going to get the phone call that the kid's coming tonight, then by all means, go that route. And you may also find if you've got folks that are coming in and coming out a lot. We had a good friend who used to foster newborns in particular for like a 2 to 3 week window, just in this window while all the paperwork was coming through for adoptions. So she could stay stocked on newborn and size 1 diapers, but she always did because she never knew when they were coming, and she knew they were only there for a few weeks. So hopefully that would help too. Okay, so to jump to some big kid questions. Bigger kid question. So Laura is asking, formula is the other big expense. We know formula checks and the programs. Is there anything else that you're missing? So Laura, with the only thing I would point out in formula checks is to not forget that I compare those in with drugstore deals. So if CVS is running a deal on Enfamil, I can buy that Enfamil deal. I can pay with formula checks for it and still get the rewards back. So pairing the two deals together. The other one I would watch for on formula is potentially if you're able to go with house brands. And I don't say this very often, but the big warehouse clubhouse brands are crazy cheap per serving over the national brands on formula. Now, if you are getting formula checks and they're covering a good chunk, then by all means stick with the national brands. But if you aren't, the formula checks have dried up. You can sign up for a family member to start getting new checks and then have them send them to you. But if that's just not working, then I would say let's switch to a house brand and go crazy on a house brand. And we do see occasional deals. I did a workshop in Somerville and was talking with a lady there who needed Gerber. We saw Gerber formula at Publix 3 weeks ago, I guess, and it was over $18 off of its normal price. So the big canisters were $12 a piece, and they're normally $30. Then you go crazy and you stock up on those items too, because their shelf life is pretty long and you're going to go through it. But you've kind of got it. If you're doing those formula checks already, when those dry up, going to house brand is some of the best that you can do. I am not a doctor, I'm a nurse, but I will tell you, depending on your kid and depending on the health of your kid, you don't need to do formula all the way to 12 months either. There's a number of moms who are nursing and you stop nursing about 10 months, and all of our kids have gone on whole milk at that point. So you can do what you want and you can panic if you want, but once you get to kid 4 and kid 5, you really stop worrying as much as you did over kid 1, and they all turn out brilliant, so you're fine in the end. Now I can't speak to everybody's kids' issues, but I will tell you, if your kid's doing fine, that's the route that I would go. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Deborah. So Deborah said the post that I just shared helped her stock up when she was pregnant, and it was about 9 months before they had to run out and buy some. That is awesome. Okay, so to jump into some big kid stuff, when is the best time to purchase large baby/kid items like car seats? So Lori, honestly, that best time is watching for clearance deals if you can. And that's a hard one. Obviously, I can't time the fact that you've run out of your, you're no longer fitting in your car seat with the time that they are going to run clearance deals. We see Target run a pretty big clearance, usually every March on their baby items. And so I pulled a few pictures, and it's a little sideways here, but it gives you the point. This is a Chico car seat. It's 50% off. This was a Graco Snug Ride that was online, over right at that 50% mark too. So this guy was in January, but it's usually in the spring. So just keeping an eye on that if you can. I know we've passed the spring, so if you needed something, we're not there. The other time of the year that I would watch for Black Friday does see some deals. Amazon Prime saw some deals. But watching for Target to put out a $50 off any $200 purchase of baby gear and furniture can be one. If you've got a couple large things that you need, watching for that Target coupon. We usually see it twice a year. The first one will be in March, and the second one will usually be late August. So we're about a month away from that $50 off. And then the other one would be watching for consignment sales. So we're almost there. Consignment sales season really starts the first week in August, and it runs the whole month of August, and then it will start again in March. So watching for local consignment sales. I would not recommend car seats from a consignment sale, and a good number of them will no longer sell car seats at consignment sales. So car seat wise, you're still going to need to watch for the clearance deals, and there's always a number of them that are out there. So keeping an eye on Amazon, wherever it is, and just kind of waiting until we see one come up. But everything else, I would encourage you to go consignment sale if you can. Baby swings, bassinets, any of those larger items that you need, a consignment sale is a great place to get them instead of paying full price for these items that some of you might only use one time, and then 3 months later they don't fit in the baby swing anymore, and you just paid $200 for that baby swing. That was a pretty expensive 3-month gadget if you think about it that way. So that is why I would encourage you to go consignment sale. When we found out that we were pregnant with twins, we didn't even really have 2 pennies to rub together. So a lot of our items were consignment sale. And I remember our swing battery cover was held on by duct tape. And that's how it was when we bought it. But it worked because we only used that swing for maybe 5 months. Our girls were super little. But once they can move around, you can't put them in it anymore. So, you get the idea. Don't overspend on things that those babies, little babies, you're going to move through quickly. And then big kids, it's watching for the clearance deals and watching for the gift card deal at Target. So that would be the big one that I would point you to. In terms of consignment sales, I would also watch, just a big tip for consignment sales, folks, no matter what you're getting, I highly recommend consignment sales that are run by local moms groups, local organizations, over the really large, almost nationwide chain ones. And the reason for that is the percentage that the moms get back. So, not to bash any, they're great consignment sales and they have great things in them, but you're going to pay more for an item at a consignment sale when the mom who is consigning only gets 65% of a cut back on her item versus a much smaller consignment sale where the mom's going to get 80 or 90% back. She's not going to mark up her price so much. So I can guarantee you, if you go in to a consignment sale that a local church is running, or the local twins club that we used to run one, or our twins club still runs one, I'm just not part of it anymore. So you go in there, and I'm looking at swings, they could be upwards of $20 cheaper than the same swing in one of the big, huge, took over the convention center type consignment sales. So just keep that in mind. I'm not going to say that you aren't going to get deals in both, but when that percentage is massively different, the price is usually different too. So just to, throw that out there as a tip for you. Okay. So sorry guys, trying to catch back up on everybody's questions. And Laura says, off topic, but yes, you can now do Amazon returns at some Kohl's, and it's really going to be most Kohl's, if not all, here by the end of, I think next month is their goal. So if you've got Amazon returns, it's a pretty sweet way to do it, to go straight to Kohl's. They even, if you don't even have a box, they will box it and do everything for you. So you don't even have to go, scouring through the house looking for something to send it back in. Okay. Besides Ibotta, are there any other safe and easy apps that we use? So Heidi, there's a number of them, and I can put in, I'll put in a link to just our 10 favorite mobile apps. That might be the easiest way to go. Or you can probably Google Southern Savers money saving apps and find it too. Let's see if I can find it faster for you though. Sometimes I do. I end up getting all of our Q&As. There we go. So I will stick this in the comments for you, Heidi. It's a great list of just 10 that I would recommend. I don't use 10 all the time. The main ones that I use, and I'll just show you what they are on my phone so that you can kind of, go from there. But, oh, I keep hitting the wrong button. There we go. So these are the main ones that I use on a regular basis. Checkout 51, Saving Star, Ibotta, Fetch. Those are kind of the main 4, I guess. There are others that are out there, but those are the main 4 for going in and getting money back on your grocery purchase. And then the others that are there kind of used for random other things. But Checkout 51, Saving Star, Fetch, and Ibotta, they all live in my little coupon folder. So hopefully that helps a little. And they're all about the same. You come home, you take a picture of your receipt, and you get money back in those accounts. Can you use Target cartwheels on clearance or online purchases? So Paige, it's a great question. You can sometimes. It's the best way to put it. Most cartwheel offers exclude clearance. And for online purchases, I can use them, but I have to select in-store pickup for them to apply. So if I want the item to ship to me, I cannot use a cartwheel. But as long as I select in-store pickup, I can. Now, why I say sometimes on clearance, they will actually run cartwheels specifically for clearance. So there are times that you're going to open up the Target app and you're going to see an extra 20% off of all clearance clothing. And that one, by the way, is usually got a limit of 20 items, where a normal cartwheel is a limit of 4. So when you see them, you should get excited about that one. But most of the other cartwheels do always exclude clearance. Just the ones that specifically say that you can use them for it. Let's see. Sorry, guys, trying to catch up on everybody's questions. You guys have kept me going. So let's talk. Moving on. And Deborah's saying too, car seats and boosters do have expiration dates on them. So make sure it's still in date when you buy it. Yes, and that's the same for the consignment sales. Most consignment sales will no longer sell car seats because they can't verify that it's never been in a wreck. And you don't want a car seat that has been in a wreck. So I know we stopped at the consignment sale that I was helping to run for a bit. We stopped selling them at all, and a number have, just because of the liability on that. But even if you were going in and you were going to grab some on clearance, I don't think that the clearance ones you would grab are really going to be older than this year's model or last year's model as the new one comes out. Speaking on that, new models do come out in September. They're a lot like cars. So if you were wanting to look for clearance, late August, early September is probably going to have a good bubble as Target and Bye Bye Baby and other places like that are trying to get rid of last year's models and colors before the new colors and fabrics, because every year different patterns are coming out. They have to make room for those to be on the shelves too. So watching for that as the new models hit in September might also help you find some pretty good car seat deals if you're specifically looking for those items. Let's talk kids clothing too while we're at it. So we're right here at the end of a season. If you've not already started shopping this way for your kids, I highly recommend that you shop a season ahead. It's really hard to get an idea on where they're going to be size-wise, definitely if this is your first. But once you kind of get into the hang of it, you'll see where we're going. So you basically, for a while, you can go just by the size that they are. If they're 4, buying them, 4s or buying 5s for next season, for next year. But you want to focus on summer clothes in the fall and the winter. You want to focus on winter clothes in the summer. Always the best prices to be off-season buying for the next season. Just massive savings. And when I say winter for the summer, I mean early summer. So at this point, there's not a lot of winter that's left. Winter's coming in some areas as it is. So that's where you want to be, almost 6 months off in when you're grabbing your clothing for the best deals. Now, it doesn't mean that I can't buy the occasional thing that they're going to need. There's actually some great deals on clothing this week in Target, thanks to in-ad coupons that Target's running. We'll also see some really good deals at some of just the places that are always super cheap, like the children's place. We've got $3 shirts and sometimes even cheaper than that. So you could go that route and get those items when you need them in season. But a lot of times out of season, they're going to be even cheaper. That shirt's going to be $1.20. Crazy 8, which I don't know that we even have any of those anymore, but we used to see 88 cents on their clearance, on the off-season clearance. So keeping tabs on that so that you can be shopping a season ahead, it's going to save a lot of money in the end. The same for shoes too. And I know it's a hard guess, but it will save a lot of money. Mandy says, are there any ways to save on fun outings for kids? So Mandy, it depends on where you're wanting to go. What I would recommend is let's start hunting for just places that are free around town and places that are maybe in like a 30-minute radius of you. I don't know what your adventure level is as to how far you want to go on these outings with kids. But I would start with the freebies, and then I would work up towards the ones that might end up costing money. With paying for admission, always consider whether getting the actual membership might be a better deal than buying the passes, and that depends on the size of your family. For us, with 7 people, getting the membership is usually always a deal over buying individual tickets. But once you have a membership to one location, always ask if that gets you a discount at other locations. What I mean is a lot of zoos and aquariums are actually all part of the same association. So if I had a membership to the Charleston Aquarium, that would actually get me a discount at the Tennessee Chattanooga Aquarium. It never hurts to ask and see what kind of discount is there when you're at the ticket window, because you might be surprised, oh, I do have a membership there. That's going to save us another 15 or 20 bucks off of this membership or off of day passes. Never hurts to ask. The other thing that I would do is actually be totally cool with asking on Facebook, just out to friends. Does anybody have any passes? Because while we do not currently have a pass to the zoo, I remember when we did, I could never use up our extra passes. We had a drawer, they just lived in a drawer in the kitchen. And if you had sent out an alt call asking for passes, I could have probably come up with 15 to 20 that were just sitting in this drawer. So never hurts to ask and see what other folks can give you too. For more expensive places, one example that comes to mind in our city, we have a hands-on children's museum. I took my kids there once, and I'm pretty sure I had to pick my chin up off the floor just with the price of admission to get in. And it may be great, but I don't pay that much to go anywhere. That is where I would encourage you to start looking for museum Saturdays. So Bank of America members get free admission to a number of museums across the U.S. I think it's the first Saturday of the month. We also have Smithsonian Saturday, so that's coming up. I think it's September 21st. I just got a press release on it, but it's in September, so we have a little while. But that gives you free admission to thousands of museums across the U.S. But watching for those types of deals so that these places that might be super expensive, like the Hands-On Children's Museum that I mentioned, you can get in that place for free if you were a Bank of America member. And your first thought might be, well, I don't have a Bank of America account or checking account. Do you have a Bank of America credit card? Because you got to think about everything that you might have, and you may actually have the tie that you need once you start to think about, oh, wait a second, that random credit card that we have through such and such store is actually a Bank of America card. I don't know, just look and make sure before you, tune it out and say that something might not apply to you. You might be surprised. So a lot of places through that. And Danette's also mentioning a great one. You can get free admission to many places through the public library. Hilda says state welcome centers often have discount codes for various attractions. So you go that route. You could also look on Groupon. We're still seeing lots of daily deals. I saw Carowinds recently. That would be for older kids. And Busch Gardens up near Williamsburg was there recently with a great deal. SeaWorld is running a really good deal for anyone that lives in Florida for the rest of the year. You get SeaWorld admission for, I think it's $70. And it gives you unlimited admission for the rest of the year. I grew up in Florida. I don't know if that counts, but I would do it if I lived closer. So watching for those deals. The other one, and this is more far out, and definitely for no matter what age kid, is Black Friday. So I always do a roundup post, and I don't think folks get as excited about it as I do, but so many of these large places run crazy good Black Friday deals. They'll run them all weekend because they know folks aren't really thinking about SeaWorld or thinking about Colonial Williamsburg, but we're talking like BOGO year-long memberships from Colonial Williamsburg. My family did that 2 or 3 years ago. We got a BOGO memberships for everybody. There was no limit. So it was so much cheaper than it would have ever been for us to go and get a 3-day pass to just every single other person was completely free. So they do that. They do that every Black Friday. SeaWorld does that every Black Friday, big discounts. And so do a number of other places. So just go ahead and just put that into your Black Friday thoughts. I know we are talking months ahead at this point, but it is a fun one for possibly getting some memberships to do things with next year. Just thinking a little ahead. Okay, that might have been more of an answer than you wanted on activities. So going back, Jenny is asking, when will laptop deals start? So Jenny, we have seen some already. There are a couple in Staples and Office Depot that are definitely worth grabbing if you were interested. I would say to go ahead and just set a price point and just set an idea of what you're wanting on that laptop. Do you want an i3? Do you want an i5? Do you want an i7? That's what I mean there. And then a price point that you're not willing to go over. One deal that ends tonight, Dell Refurbished, which is my go-to site. I've been sharing their deals whenever they pop up, does have a coupon for 35% off of anything and 45% off of any laptop that's $399 or more. So you can actually get an i7 Dell laptop with Windows 10. So it's a pretty recent i7 laptop, and it was like $175. It's a great price. So considering going that route, if you're up for it, and there is an additional warranty that you can grab if you're scared of them. They come with a little warranty. We've got 2 of them, and we've been very pleased. So I would really point you right there for now. We will see them, though, usually starting this week. Usually there's some, and the next week things start to pick up even more. So watching in these next couple weeks if you're wanting new or you're not wanting Dell and you're wanting to go HP. Okay. And when's the best time of year to buy a MacBook? So Brady, we saw a couple deals at Best Buy last week, and hopefully they'll come back. I know Best Buy was saying they were going to run some Apple deals this week in an email that I saw to affiliates. I don't know that they've been massive. I will say to get the best deal on a Mac, you need a student discount. So if you can find a niece or a nephew or somebody that has that .edu email address to be able to get you a student discount, it's going to get you an extra, usually $150 off of any Mac, and then you can pair that with any sale. Most of the big discounts that we've seen on Macs are at Best Buy. They do have Apple stores inside a lot of Best Buys. Directly from Apple is pretty rare, so I would be watching for the Best Buy deals. And I would be watching for deals on gift cards so that you can go ahead and just get a ton of Best Buy gift cards and get gas points at Kroger or wherever you're going to grab them from to pair in and make that deal even better. You're already pairing in the student discount and you're pairing in the sale on the laptop, and we're going to get discounts on the gift cards before we grab it. Now we're talking, because Macs are not cheap. So pairing as much as you can is going to get you a much better price. And Carrie Ann, yes, so Dell Refurbished is an actual site. So it is Dell, and you know what, I'll just pull up the post that we did this weekend on it too, but it's dellrefurbished.com is the website. And I want to say the coupon code was like BTS 2019. But hold on, give me a second, and I'll find the post that we did, because it just went up over the weekend. So it shouldn't take me too long to find it. In theory, it's one that yeah. Okay, it'll take me a few more minutes to find it. Sometimes it's just not as quick as I want it to be. Oh, good. And Tanya's saying she loves her refurbished Dell. I'm glad that I convinced other people to dive in. We got 2 for our twins. They do online school, and they use them every day. And they're probably 2.5 years old now. So I'm kind of thinking we might be on the verge. One of them is an old Windows 7. Probably could use to upgrade them, but we paid maybe $100 for them. So it's hard to bite the bullet and pay for a new one. Okay, here we go. Found the post for you, and I will stick this in on the comments for everyone. And the coupon code, and I'll pull it up just so you can see it too. But the coupon code for the Dell Refurbished is BTS 2019 deal. So if you head there and you are interested in any of what they have, it's BTS 2019 deal. And it's through tonight is the current coupon code, but they do run coupon codes on a regular basis. So if you can't dive in and grab that tonight, don't panic. We'll see some other coupon codes come back through. You don't have to, feel like you have this second to grab it. But there are some crazy, crazy good deals. So hopefully you can at least look at it before you jump out. And my husband kind of answered your questions on the tablets. It's mostly just PCs and laptops, not a lot of tablets. Let's see. Oh, Crystal, so I didn't see where you live, an hour and a half away, but hopefully you are, or in terms of where you're going, I'm going to guess you mean Colonial Williamsburg, maybe. That's where we headed to and had a great time. So hopefully you will too. It was a wonderful trip. Okay, so I'm trying to make sure we've been all over the place tonight, and that's always fun. But if you had specific questions that I didn't hit on babies, please feel free to ask. In terms of babies, one thing I wanted to touch on, and sometimes it gets a heated debate, is that everything that you're going to see in Target or you're going to see in Buy Buy Baby, I'd say 80, maybe even 90% of the stuff there, you don't have to have. Most of us survived without so many things that exist today. I would recommend, if you want some sage advice on gear for babies, so if you're expecting and you want some sage advice on what gear to grab, the best person to ask is somebody who has had at least 2 children, though I tend to go towards the 3 or more. I'm not opposed to anyone with 2 children, though we did have one man tell us one time that you're not a real parent until you hit 3. I would argue that he's probably wrong, but that 3rd child is the moment where you realize what you're made out of, because you're now you're no longer man on man. That's when you go to like zone defense. That's how I've always said it. So that person that's had 3 or more kids and asking them, what's the one thing that you loved, or what are the things you never used? And I think you're going to get a pretty good list of things to not buy before you have a baby. And a lot of times it's the big gear. It's not things that you have to have. You're going to be just fine with it. Or without it, I guess I should say. So before you dive in and you start buying all of these things that are out there, just hold off and see whether or not you are living in this, do I have to have this kind of mode? Now, obviously you need clothes, and you need diapers, and you need a place for them to sleep. But beyond that, you can probably make do with nothing, if you were to really go super hardcore on the things you had to have. Everybody's list is going to be different, so obviously you have to do this yourself, but I would not, I wouldn't, put a lot of stock in having to have every single gadget that's out there. It's what gives you peace of mind, but they all cost money, and it adds up really, really fast. So just going to say that. Yeah, Deanna's saying preach it as a mom of 4. Yes, so this is from a mom of 5. Just chill out. It's going to be okay. But just, you don't need a ton. And the more stuff you get, actually the more stressful it's going to get, because it's going to take over your house. So don't go there either. And I love it. So Laura is also saying if you can get gift receipts for everything from the baby shower, even better. Yes. Not saying you're going to return everything, but if you do find, hey, I have not even opened this, then take it back. there is no point in having it just sit around in your house and collect dust. So please, it'll make everything better. Let's see. So Nadine says, my son wants an Acer Aspire E. Do I know of any deals on those? So Nadine, I can go hunting for some. I've not specifically noticed any deals on Acers, mostly because Acer, it's a good brand, but it's just not one that folks tend to jump in and think of automatically. So I will go hunting for you and see what I can find this week, and I'll try to keep an eye out specifically for that one, Nadine, and if anything, I can send you a Facebook message if I spot any. So be glad to go there. And I see some of you guys discussing coffee with my husband. He is all about roasting his own coffee beans. So we're off on lots of topics tonight, I see. Though that is not necessarily frugal if you go out and you buy all the roasters and whatnot. Okay, so Christina says, off topic, anyone else notice that CVS Beauty Bucks are not tracking? So Christina, I should have earned a new one tonight, so I can let you know if I don't see it pop in, but it always takes about 48 hours after your purchase, so I don't know if that might be it or not. But after your purchase, you'll see it pop in and load in that 48-hour window. So let's see, yeah. So for me, it'll take a little bit more, but I will definitely hit it with I did the Revlon deal this week, so I can let you know. But I haven't seen any issues from other people yet. And Emily says, can we talk Christmas? I have 4 kiddos, 7 and under, and now my older kids are starting to ask for higher priced electronic items and Legos, and many are $100 plus. I've been going way overboard the past couple of years, and I need to get back in a budget, but I don't want them to only get 3 gifts. So Emily, I would say it is watching for deals now, always, just year round, and stocking up on them when you see them. And I would, it depends on where your budget is. For our kids, in having 5 kids, they know that they are not going to get really large ticket items. And if they did ask for a large ticket item, they're really going to get a fewer gifts. Sometimes those super large ticket items, I will push to a grandparent and see if maybe they'll do it as a group gift for everybody, just as an idea. But that said, right now in Target, they have a number of board games and other toys that are 50% off. So I ran by there tonight and took some pictures so that we could share it. So watching for things like that, we saw Legos 40% off, a good just random mix. It probably isn't a specific set that they were wanting, but it was a pretty good random mix across all the different Lego brand families. I don't know, whatever Lego calls all those things, between the city and the friends, and you get the idea. There was a good mix. So keeping an eye out for things like that as well. That particular deal has been at Barnes & Noble. They had them on sale, and then they marked them down even further. They offered free shipping on them. We've seen Amazon also putting them on clearance. When they do go on clearance, they don't usually stay on clearance for very long. So especially if you're on the Lego market, and then be aware that there is not a coupon out there that will ever work on Legos. So if you think you've found a deal and you're going to pair in a coupon, it's not going to happen. The only exception to that is twice a year maybe, Target will run a $10 gift card when you buy $50 worth of Legos, but normally none of them are on sale. So it's something, but then it's not something at the same time. So I would just tell you, you've got to start now. You've got to watch clearance deals, and it doesn't hurt to give them some kind of monetary limit and say, you know what? If you're doing the Santa thing, Santa's broke. Santa can't go over this limit or whatever it might be. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Now, I say that, and we don't do Santa. Mama spent hard-earned money to buy those things and time to buy them. So it's coming from a different standpoint. But I've always been open and clear with our girls that, the point is to not break Mama either. So Anna is asking school uniforms. So we saw some really good deals at Old Navy. They ended yesterday. They may have pulled it over through tonight, Anna. But the other place that I would go this week is Target. So Target has a lot of their Cat and Jack uniforms on sale this week, and when you buy $40 worth of clothing, you get $10 off. You can do that online, and you can do it in stores. There is a coupon in the Target app. So open up the coupon. If you just go to Target's website, it'll show the coupon underneath the clothes as well, so you can just directly shop online. But that's the point I would go to. I think it made, like, uniform shirts were $4, pants were in the $5 to $6 range. So really good prices there. Old Navy's deals were about the same price. But those are the two places that we've seen the lowest prices so far this year. And possibly we'll see Land's End run them, but usually not that cheap. So it depends on where you're wanting your uniforms from, but I would be content with Cat and Jack at $4 or $5. It's kind of right in my price range. Oh, and Laura is saying if you're in Florida, Downtown Disney also has a Lego shop, and they run sales from time to time too. That is very fun for Florida folks. And Carrie, yes, I am gonna, well, I filmed a video at CVS, so my husband's gonna piece it together and I will post the CVS video. I was not gonna do a live video for CVS because I already bought it all, and I knew I was gonna do a live video with you guys tonight. So since you just tuned in, Carrie, this is the deal to not miss. Get your toothbrushes. So buy 6 of these Oral-B Healthy Cleans. It's going to cost $8.60. No coupons needed. Just buy 6 of them. $8.60, and you're going to get back $12 in rewards. So if that's the only deal you did, that's a pretty good deal. So it's in the video, and we'll hopefully get it up by tomorrow night is our goal usually. He can turn them around pretty fast. But we are going to do that. I am not going to get to Walgreens this week. I don't have my energy back as much as I thought I would. So getting out and walking stores takes a little bit more out of me. But I will hopefully get to Publix on Wednesday and hopefully share a live video with you guys too. Odd question, is a label maker considered back to school? I'd like to get one and wasn't sure if it might be on sale. So Paige, yes, it is on sale and you should get it today. Let me see if I can find, we actually just put it in a post earlier this afternoon. So I will stick this in the comments for you. But there's a Brother label maker today. It's $9.99 on Amazon. So really great price for a Brother. It's a Brother P-Touch label maker, and it's a good one, but it is $9.99. So I'll show you what he looks like. But that's the one you want, and I'll stick the link in so you can find him. It's normally like a $26 label maker. So he's on Amazon for that. So if you have Amazon Prime, then it is going to ship for free for you. So we'll stick that in the comments for you. Yeah, and Carrie Ann's mentioning too, with Amazon, if you are looking for things and you want to put it in your cart, you'll get notifications if the price drops. So you can definitely do that. Amazon will also do other notifications if you just tell them that you want to watch an item. You don't have to put it in your cart. You can just watch it, and they'll notify you if it goes lower as well. So you can always go that route. Okay. Well, we kind of hit our time. We went all over the place tonight. We did hit babies a little bit. We hit diapers and formula and clothes and gear. So I guess all in all, we did some justice to it. Next week, before I forget, we are not going to have a Q&A. I don't know what I was thinking, but I said yes to teaching a workshop north of Charlotte. So if you're in the Charlotte area, you can come out for a free couponing workshop, but I'm going to be speaking at a library next Monday night, and I can't do 2 things at once. So no Q&A next Monday night, but we'll be back at it in 2 weeks. I don't usually ever teach workshops on Monday night, so sorry guys. I just kind of got my days off. Now I'm one of those where I very rarely know what day of the week it is, much less what month it is sometimes. So no Q&A next week. I will be on hopefully with Publix video as long as I am standing by the time I get home from Publix, and on Wednesday. So watch for Publix deals, and we'll post the deals to grab at CVS in a not live video tomorrow sometime as well. So that hopefully you guys can head out and make sure you grab your deals and your money makers so that you're not missing out on any of those. And Laura's saying, don't forget baby registries before we finish up. So yes, so if you are trying to get any deals, you should go to town and register on every baby registry there is. The main reason, even if nobody's going to buy you anything, I mean, this could be like your 8th child and nobody has given you a gift since 4 children ago, you still fill out baby registries because you get really, really great coupons for doing it. So go to Target, go everywhere, fill out registries with everybody. You're going to get some really great offers for doing it, even on Amazon, and great welcome gifts and great little goodie bags. So just do it. Even if there's nothing you need, just the coupons are going to make you happy because they're coupons for diapers and formula and wipes and everything else that you're still going to need, no matter how many babies you've had. So always do the baby registries. Thank you for reminding me of that, Laura. Okay. I'm going to jump out, and if there are any other questions that pop in later, I will try to keep tabs and answer you in the comments. So you guys have a great night, and thanks for joining me, and I will see you in 2 weeks for our next Q&A. Talk to you guys soon.